Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So today I'm doing a pantry meal, and I'm doing a pantry meal from some meatballs that I canned just over 2 years ago, and I will list that video in the description so you can go back and take a look at it. Now, 3 years ago, I paid £3 for a large bag of pork meatballs, and I brought them home and canned them. We got 12 jars out of them. Some were done with barbecue sauce and some were done with tomato and basil sauce. So I've been cleaning my pantry out today, and I thought, right, we're going to have meatballs tonight. So like any other food, we use our discernment. We open it, we look at it, and we smell it, and I'm quite happy with that. There's 3 of us eating today, and I only placed 8 meatballs in each jar. So I'm opening 2 jars to make sure there's enough for everyone. Just put my glasses on, double check. Quite happy with that. Yeah, would you like to smell them? Quite happy with that. So these are meatballs in barbecue sauce. And as I say, they are 2 years canned.
Trust your pantry.
Trust your pantry, yeah. I say now is really the time to grab bargains whilst you can. But whilst you're doing that and investing in some other areas, there's still stuff in your pantry you can eat. So I'm going to put these in the pan to heat up. Look at the size, they're really nice chunky meatballs. As I say, I put 8 in each jar. I can clean those jars and reuse them now for my next thing I want to can. So let's get this on. Hopefully it lights for me. And here you can see in the pan next to it, I've just heated the water up to a temperature that will allow me now to cook some pasta. I've taken out the freezer that I bought in a food initiative approximately 6 months, maybe a little bit longer. So I've heated the water up. I'm just going to tip the ravioli in. So this is egg pasta ravioli with ricotta and spinach in. And I actually purchased 6 bags of this for £1 6 months ago. Every now and again, I just fancy a little bit of this ravioli, and I'll bring it out. And I thought it was perfect today just to have with these barbecue meatballs. So I've done us a bit of a leafy salad on the plates. So if you watch the whole video on Friday, you'll have seen I bought 2 really big bags, one of baby leaf salad and another large bag of rocket. I've just added a little bit of tomato and a little bit of it is onion, but what type of onion is it? It's a shallot. So a little bit of shallot, and also I added. You put my jar away? Yeah. You're worse than me for cleaning up around me. I think this was about 2 years ago as well. I made bread and butter pickles. And again, I'll put this video in the description. So for half of them, I used courgette or zucchini, depending on where you are. I made bread and butter pickles with them. And for the other half, I had a glut of cucumber. So I made bread and butter pickles out of the cucumber. And to tell you the truth, I can't taste the difference between which are courgette and which are cucumber. They're both bread and butter pickles, and they're absolutely delicious. And on every salad, we enjoy them. We only have a little bit of it. We don't go over the top. Sometimes we put them on a sandwich. But they're lasting us, aren't we? And we gave a fair few away to friends, didn't we? friends and neighbours. So as you can see, I'm just buttering some bread to go with it. Oscar's joining us tonight and having the same meal as us. He doesn't always have the same meal, but he likes those meatballs, so he's joining us tonight and having exactly the same as what we're having. He's even having a salad as well, which is really good for him. He doesn't eat much salad. He's trying though, isn't he? We always like a bit of butter on our bread. Oscar, well, he says dry without any butter. But he'll also eat, if we prepare it and we just put butter on, he'll eat it with butter on. He's the only person I've ever known that'll eat dry bread. So I'm having that bread. Which one would you like?
Yeah.
This one. Yeah, so just keep giving those meatballs a stir. As I say, it's quite an easy meal. I've only had to take a bit of salad out the bags, open those jars, check they were okay, and heat the water up before I place the pasta in. But the flavour and the taste that we'll get from this meal is absolutely amazing. So if we work the cost down, it cost me £3 when I originally bought the meatballs, and it cost me £1 when I originally bought the barbecue sauce. So that comes to £4. Now if I break that down, divide it by 12, it brings it to 33 pence. 33.3. So when I originally bought the pasta, it was 6 packs for £1. So that brings that down to 17 pence. So we're up to 50 pence. I bought the 2 whole bags of salad for 40 pence. The portion we're using, even for the 3 of us, is less than 10 pence. So we call that 60 pence. I got these breads for free. And as you know, a whole one of these packs of butter cost me £1.66. So let's call it 50 pence for the portion of butter I've used. So we've got 33.17, 50 pence, 60 pence, £1.10 including the bread. Now when I made the title, I didn't include the bread. But yeah, cheap, cheerful and very filling and warm for the winter. These are looking great. I just want the meatballs thoroughly heated up. As I say, I'm in the middle of a pantry clean-up. We've been looking and looking, managed to get a small cube freezer free on the free site. And with the help of Carol, we managed to get it, and she picked her up for us. Of course, we've got no transport still. And we're blessed that she helped us. And we've got it in the pantry now, but the junk that had to come out in order for us to make that space has been crazy. So we've been putting things on free sites, giving things to friends and throwing away. Very, very little, but only things that were broken or couldn't be used again. And discovering different things that had been hidden towards the back, you know, and the meatball was one of them. There's another thing I'd like to say as well. I'm really sorry to the regulars and to the members that we didn't do any live streams over the weekend. I really wasn't well. I really wasn't up to it. I'm still aching and a bit tired now, but I'm plodding on. So I'm really sorry we weren't there for the live streams over the weekend. We'll do our utmost to be there this weekend. So I do apologise. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe. And let's heat that pasta up a bit more. And these meatballs are doing great. Little can opener for the canning jars. People who do canning all the time will be totally familiar, but people who are new to canning and just learning, that little gadget saves you trying to poke a knife in, slip and hurt yourself. It just flips it up and it's open, and it's an amazing little gadget. I've got 2 of those, haven't I? You never thought someone could natter so much just making a simple meal, would you? You tell I've missed doing my lives and making my videos. Only had 2 days off and I've missed it. I think the pasta's basically ready. I just want those meatballs thoroughly heated through. Right, let's get my drainer. I don't know if I ever show you behind my pantry. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. But I have these hooks on the door and I hook my drainers, my oven glove and another drainer there. And you know, I never come to get the oven glove. I always just grab a tea towel. But it's all there. It's all in place. They're the type of little hook things I'm looking now for the pantry to see how organised I can be out there. Steam off that. Give me a facial. Think we're ready? Right, let's serve up some of this pasta first. Have I been equal?
Yeah.
I've been well all three of them now. And these are proper chunky pork meatballs and they are delicious. Now we will use some of the juice here on this meal. It looks like I'm avoiding the juice. But any juice left in the pan, Oscar will lap up. He will absolutely love it and use it on a number of different meals, won't he? Trying to work out. So 16 divided by 3. Right, did Oscar get the spare one? Right, let me know how much juice you want. More?
Yeah.
More?
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I think Oscar's got enough.
No.
Northern lads love gravy. And he'll use the rest of it for another meal. But here we go. I think we approximately worked it out at 90p to £1 to feed 3 people and with leftovers. So let's call it the 90p. I'm really, really happy with that. Something we've had in the pantry that we are trusting, that we have had and made ourselves 2 years ago. Meat, 2 years old. Would you eat it? What have you eaten out your pantry lately? Some people are doing pantry challenges, etc. What have you eaten just out your pantry? Thanks for coming today. Please take care. Remember you're loved and the world's a better place with you in it.